Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. My name's Clint, and today we have another one-take bag review. Today we're talking backpacks. We've been on a little bit of a blitz with backpacks lately, and super excited today to feature, well, two bags, but one innovation or feature. So I'm excited to dive into something that I've always thought was a pretty darn good idea, but very few backpack makers kind of go down this road. And I'll tell you why. But before we get into that, you know what we do on this channel. We're going to do a one-take bag review of this. That's right. We're talking a vintage snowboarding bag from Dakine, and I'm excited to dive into that. We will do a walkthrough as always, interior and exterior. We're going to talk about two things that I love about the bag, two things that I think could be better, and an overall discussion, not about who might this be the perfect bag for, but about a particular feature that I'm excited to talk with you about. So, this is obviously a vintage bag. What is it? It is from Dakine. It's a snowboard bag, and if you could read this, which you probably can't from where you're sitting, Wendell's Speed Team, going fast since 1988. This is a particular skiing, snowboarding team, I guess, and I would know if I was into that scene. But it's a really good-looking bag. It was a special edition of one of their core packs, and there's a lot going on here. All right, so we're not going to do camera number 2 today. Sorry for you fans of camera number 2. It'll be back in the next video. Camera number 1 straight through today because this bag really, you don't need to see it too up close. There, look, bag, bag, bag. All right, it is a funky kind of, let's say Gryffindor colorway here with this maroon and yellow, but I think this might predate Gryffindor. All right, so you got some straps on the front. You can clip your skateboard / snowboard in there, but mainly they're for looks. You could clip a jacket in there really easily, though. They're just not incredibly overbuilt. The attachment points are really good. On the side, Duraflex buckle. It's a 1-inch nylon strap. There's nothing wrong with them, but they are visually, I think, very attractive. So the whole bag, I think, actually is a very attractive bag. It's got some flaws. We'll talk about those. You've got a really long grab handle up top here. I mean, that is awesome. It's kind of like the grab handle from the side of an Evergoods CPL 24, but it's nylon that's folded over. More manufacturers just need to go this route. It's very comfortable to hold. It's a 1-inch piece of nylon, and then you take basically 2 1-inch pieces of nylons from either side and sandwich down on and stitch. So 1-inch piece of nylon, 2 from the side, sandwich down, and it gives you thickness. It feels a little padded even though it's not, and it just feels and looks great. You've got also an attachment point on the side here. Very nice. And another one on this side here. You do have one drink holder, and it's really stretchy mesh, so elastic stretchy mesh. And you can start to see there's some features on this bag that they weren't mailing it in, right? This material on the side is like a diamond weave pattern, and it's a nice maroon with black features. Not too far off of some of the Japanese denim that's been out there, but just a ripstop kind of embroidered looking maroon fabric. It's a really good looking fabric. Yeah, maybe at the end of this I will go camera 2 just to show you what this fabric looks like, because it's actually nicer than it looks from a distance probably. You got the maroon and gold or marigold striping up front. Good looking bag. Good looking bag. I really like the colorway. I could do without the Wendell Speed Team logo, but I'd guess that does give it a little bit of a vintage flair, doesn't it? Maybe instead of removing that, we add more patches all over it. Yeah. All right. Zippers are nice, nothing incredibly fancy. They are YKK. They are not AquaGuard. There is a rain flap over the back zipper and over this front zipper on the quick access pocket. The straps themselves are actually fairly comfortable, but razor thin. There's a little bit of padding there, not much. You do have a sternum strap with a whistle. Cover your ears. Whistle. All right, so you got a safety whistle, a sternum strap that is adjustable all the way up and down this little ridge here, so no issues there. You do have Wendell Speed Team on the side here, and you may be wondering, Clint, what is that? That's the feature I want to talk about. We'll do that last. So let's get into some pocketing. Up front on this front pocket, you've got gray felt in here, so very nice. Little quick access pocket. I've got my reading glasses, pocket knife, and a flashlight. Flashlight. So really nice, comfortable zipper pull on that front pocket. It's kind of a rubberized zipper pull with a very thin paracord. And that is carried over on about half the zippers on here. I'm not sure why they didn't do them all, but they didn't do them all. The next compartment here is about 3/4 zip, and you flap it down, and what do you see? Well, not this. This is just a pouch I threw in, ultralight pouch. Wanted to tell you about it. It's from Mountain Laurel Designs. Again, not a sponsor. Don't take sponsorships from bag companies. But a cool bag, little packing. But look at this. How about this? So Dakine, I always want to say Dakine did not mail it in. Did not mail it in. Look at that funky fabric. Unfortunately, this is floppy as hell. Like, this is just a nylon sheet. It looks great, but these pockets are borderline useless. Like, they only are about 3 inches deep. The attachment points are fine, but even the pin pockets, check this out. Even the pin pockets barely take a pin. Like, it should be deeper. The whole thing should be deeper. It's just stitched in. It's forgettable. It's an admin panel because somebody told them they had to have an admin panel. A couple of stretchy pockets there made out of this would have been much better, but it was a different era. This is the JanSport era when this bag was made, like late 90s, I believe. And so they're just, yeah, like you needed a credit card holder and pen holder and business card holder for your snowboard backpack. Got a book in here. Helpfully, this front pocket drops all the way down. So it is, even though it's completely useless as a admin section, it is very nice as a slip pocket. So you've just got a large slip pocket to stuff a sweater or anything like that, which is a little duplicative because you have these to hold your sweater or fleece or whatever you wanted to carry. So, some issues. That front compartment is just kind of weak sauce. Let's open up the main compartment and see what we got going on. Well, in here it's a little bit better. See, it's not that hard. Same fabric, it's got padding, you've got a stretchy laptop or tech sleeve. I don't see a hydration port. Maybe this is one right here. Maybe. Nope, it's not. So I don't see a hydration port where hydration could come out of the bag. So I don't think this is usable as a hydration bladder holder. Down in deep here, I've got a little mini pouch, and that's all I packed out for this video. You do have on this side a really nice zippered pocket. See, they're capable of doing these nice zippered pockets. They really are. And this zippered pocket actually has little nylon loops in here for attaching things if you wanted to. So it's not bad at all. It really isn't. And then the bag itself kind of slips down deep. But you've been waiting, I've been waiting, because really this bag is about one feature outside of being about a cool vintage colorway. It's about this feature right here. It is called, I don't know what they called it. They probably called it like an onboard lunchbox. I call it a garage. All right? Boop. Look at that. So a garage to me is a compartment in the bottom of a backpack where you slide in another custom or not custom pouch. And so, you know, another bag that kind of has a garage is the eBags Pro Slim Laptop Junior. It was really popular about 10, 12 years ago, but it had kind of a pocket down here, and it opened up in a U shape, and you could just plant a pouch in there. This one is more purpose-built because this one comes with its own pouch. Look at this. Windles, Mount Hood, Oregon, since 1988. And this pouch is actually a fanny pack. Or not a fanny pack, your choice. And it's insulated, so it could be a lunchbox or not a lunchbox, your choice. And inside, what do we have? I'm using it as my tech pouch for my gimbal and my charger and cords. But what a fun idea, right? So you've got a matching bag that slips in to this little garage down here. Now, it is a fun idea, but it is also a very unpopular idea. I like it, but it's an unpopular idea because, and here's the kicker, it robs a lot of space from the main compartment. So you can see here, the white there, that's the liner, and so your main compartment kind of ends right here. That's a problem for a lot of people because you're carrying a backpack to begin with because you have large bulky items that you need to carry with you. But it is a fun idea, and I love when people just do something different. Now, is it necessary? No, because when you think about it, you could very simply and very easily just drop the sling or pouch into the main compartment, and then you wouldn't be kind of married to this tech garage situation. So it is a largely nonsensical, and they made this one like way too big. Like, look at all the dead space that's in that thing. They made it way too big. And I guess you could use it for a pair of shoes too, interestingly enough, when it is oversized like that. But man, oh man, it's a fun idea. Dakine didn't really execute it perfectly here. I've got another example that I brought to talk to you about in this video that it's a better example of what this could be. So let's take a look really quick at the Lowepro Urbex 26 liter. All right, so some of the problems with this bag, floppy bag syndrome, we don't have with this bag. And you can see this kind of cool silhouette, like almost like a musical note here, right? Yeah, or like a middle-aged man with a pot belly. No comments. All right, so yeah, it's a good-looking bag. You've got attachment points on the outside that are functional, and I'll show you how they're functional here in a minute. All the way down to these kind of blend-in attachment points, so Molly and then some little attachment points here. And then up here, you've got that same front compartment that drops all the way down, just like on the other bag. But on this bag, it has a little bit more useful pocketing. I mean, a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, a zippered pocket here. Very, very good. They still did add 2 pin holders over here and another slip pocket, but for the most part, all very functional, and I think a good-looking interior, right? And then, in this section, you've got your laptop sleeve, which looks really good. And then you've got your bottom section down here. And that's where the tech garage is. But in this bag, this bottom section, you can take it out and flap it down when you're not using the tech garage. So, I mean, in the Dakine, to be fair, if you took the tech garage out, you could smush it down, which is not the same, I think, as removing that feature completely when you don't want to use it, or when you want to attach it to the outside of the bag instead of the inside, which is another feature on this Lowepro Urbex. And this Lowepro Urbex, I think, was ahead of its time. So got a nice grab handle up top here, same concept, but instead of the nylon, they took neoprene, and so they folded 1-inch neoprene over and sewn it, and I think that looks really, really good. On the back here, you've got a laptop sleeve, like a full laptop sleeve, and inside you had the tablet sleeve. I said laptop sleeve earlier, I think, but a full laptop sleeve on the back. You've got vertical luggage pass-through. You've got bottle pocket on this side, and on this side, you've got the entry to the garage. So everybody press the garage door opener. Boop. And we can open it up, and then we've got our pouch. And this is the custom-built pouch that goes with this bag, right? And it's got on the side here, pay attention to this, so it's not a slingable like this one was. You can't turn it into a sling. It's also not insulated. It's purpose-built for tech. This is Lowepro. It's a camera company, right? Yeah. And I said 26 liter, I think it's 24 liter. This is the 24 liter. But nice little tech pouch. And this strap right here with a little gate hook on the side here actually attaches right here. So you can strap this to the front of the bag, just like this, and then remove that false bottom and give yourself the full space of the pouch. Or you can use it and stick it in here. Or you can remove the bottom and do both and stick it in there anyway. Yeah. So good garage. Inside this pouch, what do you have? It's a tech pouch. And so you have attachment points and two big slip pockets. So if you were a photographer, you'd toss a lens in here. It's all padded. It's super padded. Or a flash in here, your SD cards, some cords, etc. So a little goodie pouch that is super padded would go right in here. And I put it in this way so that the strap, which doubles as a kind of a pull out. It's just, I think Lowepro took this idea, this kind of garage idea, and they didn't just one-up it. I think they nailed it. I think this is as good as you can get. And you've got a little, by the way, cell phone holder on the back from a nicer age when cell phones were small enough to do that. But you've got floating backpack straps here. It's very comfortable. The whole thing is super cushioned. Like, this is, I think, the best backpack Lowepro ever made. And I just think it's a gorgeous bag overall. Yeah. And then I love the functionality and the way that they implemented the tech garage. It just looks really good. So yeah, overall, two different companies building two different backpacks with the same key feature as kind of the thing that they built the bag around. One of them snowboarding funky vintage, one of them purpose-built camera bag. So I don't know, what do you all think of this tech garage feature? Do you think either of these are, bags that you would carry on the regular? Do you like the idea of a lunchbox combo that's built into a bag like that? Or a tech garage pouch built into the bag like that? I've hung on to this bag for a long time. You can buy this one used for, about 60 bucks or so probably. They're hard to find anymore. They came in a really beautiful olive color and this black color with orange interiors. My recommendation is to get the 24 liter size when you can find it, and get it in the olive color if you can. But again, it's called the Urbex, Urbex from Lowepro. It's a really, really nice product, and I think pretty innovative and useful if this is a feature set that resonates with you. All right, everybody. Thanks as always for watching. Loved showing you a couple of kind of oldies but goodies today as we continue to explore the world of bags together. Thanks so much for all the love and support, and we will see you next time. Bye for now, everybody.